So, you want to spend your holidays under the sails, and you're not sure how to organize it. You've never been on a boat and you don't know what to expect. You're wondering how much it costs. Let me explain you everything. If you don't have any experience, the best option for you is finding a skippered cruise. In this case, you're not responsible for the boat and you don't have to be worried about having the sailing skills. First, think when you would like to go on holidays and for how long. Between May and September you can go to south of Europe, while between December and March I recommend the Caribbean, for example. If you have only a week, find a trip in which the distances will be no longer than 3 or 4 hours of sailing. Thanks to that you won't be too tired. Find 1 or 2 islands that are close to each other. From my own experience, in Europe I can recommend Croatia or Sardinia and Corsica. You'll certainly find something for yourself. If you have 2 or 3 weeks, plan to visit more places. Before booking, ask the skipper for the approximate plan of the trip. It doesn't really matter. There is more space on catamarans and they don't lean over as much as mono, so if you're planning a vacation with children that might be a good choice. Anyway, there is enough space for 6 people on mono. Also take into account the price difference. Depending on the location and type of boat, you can find trips from 3 to 500 euro per person per week. What is not included in this price is cleaning fee, the cost of fuel, and a whip round for food. You also have to organize the transport of the boat by yourself. You can save some money on restaurants and port fees. Each boat is equipped with a galley, this is how we call kitchen, where you can prepare all your meals. So if you only feel like cooking, go ahead. If you don't want to pay for marinas, you can spend the night at anchor or attached to a buoy and ride to the shore on dinghy. Of course, it's easier on boats where you have fresh water from water makers and solars to generate electricity. But it's not allowed to anchor everywhere. If you don't charter a whole boat for yourself, you can expect other people there. You will share galley and onboard spaces with them. In some cases also a bathroom if not all the cabins are equipped with those. Usually there are double cabins, so if you go alone, you will likely be sharing a bed with someone else. There is enough space for 8 people on 40-50 foot boats, but from my experience I can recommend trips with no more than 6 people. It's just more comfortable. Yes, skipper is responsible for your safety, so he makes decisions and you have to obey. You share space with other people, so you also have to share chores. All crew buys food for the whole trip. Skipper is of course excluded from this whip round. Good manners require to pay for the meals of skipper, including restaurants. Everyone. There are usually 2 people on a watch. They cook, make drinks, and clean in the galley. I can advise making a shopping list which includes ingredients from which you would like to cook your dishes. Thanks to that, you won't waste anything. Of course, sailing is a great adventure for kids. Just remember that the rest of the crew may not want to spend the holidays like you do, and party until the late hours, for example. If you are concerned about it, it's worth asking for a cruise with other families with kids in advance. Now, if skipper needs your help, he will explain exactly what to do. You don't have to be worried about complicated and dangerous stuff. Just relax, you don't have to rush anywhere. Don't set the tight schedule of sightseeing, because it may turn out that the weather forecast will not allow sailing to the place you want. Your skipper will know the neighborhood and will take you to the most interesting spots. If you have any other questions, please leave a comment, I will answer for sure. If you like this video, give it a thumb up and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. In the next episode of this mini-series, I will show you what you should take for a sailing trip. Check out our previous videos to find out how to start sailing and how to get your first sailing license. Have fun on your holidays and see you soon!